You have to know your European size. You have to know your European size. What size American should you be? That would be a bit, a little bit more. 46. They don't order by American size, they order by Chinese size. Which would be 46. I wear a 44. I wear a 44 Chinese size.
Yeah, good for the balance. Yeah. So Paul.
Just the person to move in.
Yeah. Check your calendar. Don't sleep through class. You can rest out. Awesome. You gotta get the body moving. Hi. Glad to see you back. Glad that you're back. Okay, now Wednesday's Bonnet International Bonnet Day.
Okay, I put out the sign-up sheet.
Hi, Carl. Good to see you.
Don't block anybody.
Okay.
I'm
No. Did you know
You
about
bet.
International Bonnet Day? Wednesday,
On a day.
International, we're all gonna wear a hat.
Hat.
Yes, wear a hat.
On Wednesday, that's 2 days from now.
It's International Bonnet Day. Everybody's gonna wear a hat.
But whoever thought of such a thing as a bonnet instead of a hat?
I did. No, it's her idea.
But why bonnet? Why not just hat?
Well, it
Only
kind
take
of
3
flows,
letters.
or use your imagination, for God's sake. Just go with it. Think about Easter bonnets. Think about Easter parades, Easter bonnets, international bonnets.
Yeah, your Easter bonnet. I could
See,
find a
now you
bonnet.
got, now you got.
If I had time, I would like to. I don't like to have a time.
See, you got it.
Okay,
You got it?
That's so
We
good.
want to do things to spice up our life.
Yeah, you.
Months ago, we were gonna talk about natural.
Okay, indigestion with too much spice.
To help with your food.
Yes.
So before
What
I
did you
go,
say? Keep on. Dress like Hershey's.
I'm glad he's here. I'm glad
See, you guys have got the spirits. Maybe.
you're like this.
No, I gave it up. I thought,
This is an easy one.
You got too many clothes, Ella? Got too much on? You want it up a little more? Want this off? No.
Over the years, as I read about, let's practice. I can't say it.
This is on the list. I'm gonna keep this on the list. Put it right here, okay? And then you will get-
Research, thought about it. As far as I can tell. I know anyway. Definitively, or even eight. Why?
Yeah. Like that. Give me a moment. Please.
I had to think about it.
Hey, Dad.
Of course. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
My conclusion at this point. About the breathing.
He doesn't have his earbuds. Does he not have his earbuds today?
That's close.
Because I think the sound is off.
Thank you.
I'm running a little bit scattered.
Okay. Do you want me to take this away? No, do you want that?
For no particular reason.
Okay, he's finding them and putting them on. And
I'm tempted to tell the Nasruddin story. Nasruddin is a trickster figure from Turkey who used to do things that are very puzzling and had lessons for people, but you couldn't figure out what the hell he was talking about. And one day he went into the assembly and all the people were waiting there for him to talk. And he said, "Oh, people, do you know why we're here today?" And they all said, "No, we don't know why we're here today." Said, "Well, when you find out, come back and I'll talk to you." So the next day they were all assembled, and Nasruddin said that he said, "Oh, people, do you know what I'm going to talk about today?" And they said, "Yes, we know." He said, "Well, if you know, why should I talk?" And then the third day they came in, and Nasruddin said, "You know, I'm going to," and half of them said, "Yes, we know what you're going to talk about, Nasruddin." And the other half said, "No, we don't know what you're going to talk about, Nasruddin." He said, "Well, then the two of you get together and tell each other." So what I was going to say is that I feel at this point that one of the important keys is that, and it's an axiom in Tai Chi, one part moves, all parts move. So when I'm practicing this is something as simple as this. To do this, I am really trying to pay attention, being attentive to my whole body moving as a unit. That's what Master Louis used to call moving as a unit. And we know that one way of checking is wrist and knee. You see, wrist and knee are synchronized. And when I go as far as forward as I'm going to go, I'm aligning wrist, knee, toe. But it's not, this isn't about the alignment. It's about everything getting there at the same time. Even if I'm moving a lot or if I'm moving a little. If my motion is big and all the way back, doing the brush knee push palm, and then forward, I want this all to move at the same time, get to the same place, right there. Only we want to be smooth about it. We don't want to do stop action. We want everything to move. And then that's the demanding part, because if we tie in the breath with this, then we want the breath to also conjunct with the body, with the arm movements and the knee movement and so forth. And so it doesn't take knowing all of the positions. It doesn't take knowing all of the form by perfectly. If still, leg, heel, instep, wrist, there. Everything meets here. They all meet at the crossroads together, right there. Every position, elbows, wrists, palms, weight, breath. That's that is one of the values of doing the push hands practice a little bit that we worked on last week.
is that if you're working with a partner, then the body really has to be to use the same word, has to be synchronized. And here in monkey step backwards, sometimes I have my arms way back. Sometimes I just bring my arm to my, to my ear. Either way, oh, and the other aspect that I didn't mention in all of this, the other aspect that I didn't mention is the weight, because that's the key. Is it the weight? Now, 99% of my weight's on my right leg, and I step and pour into my left leg, and that's what synchronizes the movements, amongst other things. So it's all of a piece. P-I-E-C-E. Even down to the fingertips. Play the lute. In breath, out breath. You go over to the side, over to the corner. In breath, out breath. And that may be the most difficult thing to incorporate. I mean, just do the best we can. Kicking up. I'm going to get ready. Kick. Kicking this way. Kick. So we cultivate being able to raise the leg, kick, however you want to think of it. As I have said before, sometimes I can get off a nice, slow, studied kick. And sometimes I just want to do a turning towards the stage like this. Looking over your right shoulder. Looking over your left shoulder. And big arm circles back to the coffee machines. And another kick. And another one. That's a nice warm up. Okay.
That's enough. Enough for today. We get it together here.
See here, how my right foot, your right foot moves with the arm. That's some places are more apparent than others. You can really track it. Right? Here, the whole thing like a swinging door to there, and it all gets there at the same time. And then you flow into the next position. So when I talk about the essentials and what makes it work, it's all of those things. We don't have to worry about the individual aspects. Relax, flow. And keep moving. Right-handed brush knee push palm. Yield. Left-handed brush knee push palm. half step, it's called the follow step, playing the peepaw. And remembering that one of the keys to this practice, to flowing, is the soft knees, flexible knees, not flabby, as in soft like that, but trying to think of a better word. As soon as my toe touches my knee, immediately begins to flex. So there's no stiffness. There's strength. No stiffness. Like spring steel. Slant flying. Playing the lute. Crane opens its wings. Breathing out. When you feel this move, this time, feel your left elbow, right? There. And when we can be aware of the constituent parts, knee kick. Ah. I guess if it's a knee, it's not a kick, is it? Misnomer there. Knee strike. Do this left-handed. That means we're going to step right leg this way. And then a left-handed tiger returns to the mountains. And we can just mix it up, left-handed, right-handed. And the other side. It's all about flow and moving. Now I touch, and my knee, wrist, arm, all flow out together. Snake creeps down. Head up, see back. You want to keep your back straight. You don't have to go down too far. Let's get here and here. Up. Up. That was parting the horse's mane. These are our transition moves. I'm feeling a little warm here. Got to get rid of this. Okay, like this. Like this. It's another way of executing a single whip. The snake creeps down again. Let's practice this again a little bit. Out breath, pivot, move forward and up. And up. Up. Now pivot your forward foot. And let's do a left-handed single lift like this. See, step, out. Excellent. There you go. Over here. Step back on right bending leg. Brush knee, push palm, breathing out. Step up. Good. That's it. One, two, in breath, touch, out breath, in breath as we come back on right bending leg, out breath as you play the lute. In, out, something like that. Okay, step up and over to the right, Fair Lady Weaves the shuttles. Right arm up, left palm pushing. And come down like this and go to the other side, 180 degrees to the other corner. So that's the other thing that I think about, which is, I guess, metaphorical, and that is cultivating the bird brain. The birds have magnetic filings in their brain. That was one theory. I don't know if it's still current. And that's how they navigate long migration patterns. They're able to orient by the Earth's magnetic field because of these particles in their skull. And so when we're wanting to have direction, I think of the bird brain. Because we're always going on either the cardinal point of the compass or the ordinal point of the compass, as much as possible. So this is our major line of direction this way. And then we come over to this corner to play the lute. And that's 135-degree step with your leg and your hands over to the ordinal point of the compass. And back to the cardinal point. Make a hoop. Step. 1, 2, 3. Back. And then I think see, we just haven't quite done this yet enough. Grab, step back right leg and poke up, left elbow nesting in there, and release. Just one step, and then here, over to slant flying. That's it. Good. Yeah. Okay. Needle at the bottom of the C. And lift. And double tiger mount. And then pat the horse. Thrusting ball. Turn. Getting ready to kick. Ready, breathe in and kick. Out. And something that I didn't mention when I was talking about essentials, gosh, I don't know how I left that out. Too many essentials, huh? Is our sense of imagination, our sense of creativity in terms of our energy. Like here's a snake. And right up here, as I come forward and grab, there's a tiger. And then step back. And there we're talking about energy. We're not talking about the body per se. So that we can walk like a gorilla and feel solid. Or we can be a dragon. That's, see, he kept moving for almost 35 minutes. I mean, 30 minutes.
Thank you.
Right? Your capacity extends itself as we practice. Sure. As many as you like.
Most of these movements,
Hi,
I can't
Charlie.
imagine a picture something either defensive or offensive in terms of, okay,
Uh-huh.
all right. Except this
Yeah.
one. What are the fingers
Oh,
for?
you got the best place.
I mean, this one I can see
It's fun.
The fingers are for this.
Very fun.
is.
Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Like that.
So,
So this move, if you look it up on the, there's a really good demonstration on the internet of what it looks like for somebody who's actually practicing, you know, or I mean, student comes in, they're standing like this, and the student comes in to punch, and he steps back and does this.
Hey, Paul.
But also, by the way, this is in Chinese martial arts. This is a striking surface. This is you called when I first started training. We had bags of sand and gravel and so forth, and you practice hitting them like this with this surface,
okay.
and eventually it conditions this part of the body.
So there is it. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah, we dropped you off another flash drive and picked up the other one.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, you found the other one, huh?
Yeah, yeah, and then you got 2 weeks on that flash drive we dropped off today.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Okay.
Well, I put up 2 things. No, I've only put up 1, but I have another one ready to put up. Thanks. Yeah, it's very helpful.
Okay.
Yep. Although I still don't like looking at myself, but I don't know, what the hell can I do?
Well, you can watch it with your eyes closed.
Yeah. Yep, I could. I gotta tell you, I feel so self-conscious working up there on this stage. I've never taught from this stage. It really inhibits my movements. Okay. Good. You're welcome.
You know, when I'm doing the exercises,
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm losing my balance.
Good.
So I think that's gonna help me with my balance.
Great.
Because you know, in my life, I have many falls.
Yeah, what?
Falls. I have fallen down.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we're all prone to that at a certain time. Yep.
I need to get some water too.
Yes.
Slum.
This has to do with income. Do you have a W-2?
So was that session okay? Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to her about your video, the link you sent out,
Yeah.
and then watch it out because you did run the PCC. The PC, so you tried the PCC.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I didn't know those were still up there. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's still there. One for PCC.
Oh, I got to take them down.
Really? Why? And then you had two foundational.
Yeah.
Those would be good for the new student.
You think so?
Yeah, sometimes it's helpful for them to really watch those before they even come.
Right.
And it would like help them to find their way other than elements.
Right.
Because you have two videos, something basic, like the warm up.
Yeah, yeah,
But you
yeah.
stay with
I didn't realize that was still up there.
and also Jack Frost.
Oh, yeah. Jack Frost, yeah.
I was like, okay, what's the Jack Frost doing Tai Chi? And then I stayed with it and then watched.
Did you watch some of it?
Yeah, some, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Sandman.
Yeah.
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 So I think it's really, I really appreciate your thought, your thoughtfulness. This is the legacy
Uh-huh.
you want to leave to your granddaughter.
Oh, great.
Have she watched it? Not yet, maybe.
Maybe never. I don't know.
But it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. I hope that you'll watch it someday. You know, say, who was my grandfather? And then go and look.
But I think the thoughtfulness.
Yeah. I have to finish that series. I still have part of the last book in that series to read.
Someone read it too, right?
Uh-huh.
Someone have read it, the Jack Frost. Is on the YouTube, but a different person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. The whole series?
I don't know the whole story. I just had a glimpse of it.
Yeah. Because there's 5 books.
I saw the name of the narrator.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
But it's very different than what you did.
Yeah.
Your voice is a very forceful. So sometimes I wonder.
From having been in the classroom. Were you in the classroom, Lama? No?
So sometimes I wonder if you ever have been kind of a voice training. Never. So you always speak like that. So you never have any like a training. So you have a very nice projection.
That's from being in the classroom.
You don't need to like even in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I taught for 35 years of teaching, and you learn to project and to use your voice and be expressive. I mean, if you're a good teacher, if you're just a by the book rote teacher, well, that's one thing. But if you really want to work with young people and hold their attention and so on and so forth, and or anybody, and not just young people, but I can think of how many in my whole 4.5 years at University of California, I can only think of 2 teachers who I really enjoyed in the classroom. 4.5 years, and I only remember 2 teachers. One who read out of used to read for us from the Iliad, the Odyssey, and the Aeneid. I really enjoyed that class. I'm taking the Greek classics, and he would read once in a while. Oh, maybe 3, and Chaucer. I loved listening to Chaucer.
That's why we blame the students that pay attention. Because they're not interested.
Right.
The teacher not as interested.
Right.
So why would they listen? And one time I went to a presentation on a Chinese, contemporary Chinese society. So he's a professor. He's a specialist, specialized in China. And I gave a PowerPoint presentation. And he just put the slide. So every time I change to the next slide, he just take off his glasses and put it like a non-stop. Sometimes it's distracting. And the people start counting, say, I don't think it's conscious of it, but that makes his presentation so effective because people just like
Right.
But it's so talk about the people but sometimes
Right.
until
Yeah.
maybe
Or now in the days of PowerPoint, you go to a meeting and they put up a PowerPoint presentation and then they read it to you like you don't know how to read. That makes it makes me so angry when people do that. I just totally should. And it's so habitual with people. You know, you put up in. I go to these. I'm a member of the Odd Fellows, and I have to go to one meeting a month. Otherwise, I wouldn't go at all to any of the meetings. But you have to go to at least one meeting a month to stay current. And they have purchased a big screen, and they have a computer over here, and all of the reports and everything are projected onto the screen, and then somebody reads them to you. And I started sitting on the other side of the auditorium so that I didn't have to look at the screen. And people asked, "What are you sitting over there for?" I said, "I don't want to." And I went to the head and I said, what the hell is with this? This is ridiculous. Oh, well, some people are hard of hearing and this and that. Bullshit. What?
I'm a visual learner and I love the screen.
And you like somebody reading it to you?
Oh, they can read to me.
Really?
My whole life.
Yeah.
Because I'm a visual.
Yeah.
That's how I learn.
Huh.
but also
But you could read it. They could hand you a piece of paper.
I could read it, but it wouldn't somehow hearing the voice and seeing the picture
Yeah.
together. My brain needs all of the above.
Tell me, as we
That's
used
why
to
this
say.
class is so good.
but that things to be changing so much. I mean, in the learning side. What I noticed about like the teacher give a PowerPoint presentation, the student is not really pay attention. They do their own thing. Okay, when the slide change, they pick up their phone, they take a picture, and then they go back.
Oh, yeah.
That is how they feel like they get everything. Oh, I got the
I learned by taking notes.
There's nothing wrong with the screen. I mean, but the screen should have some prompts on it. It's not that there shouldn't be. It's not there shouldn't be any visuals. How about some graphics while the person talks to you, and they put up a graphic? Yeah, and you associate the graphic with what the person is saying. So that's real audio visual learning.
When you talk to me, you can talk at me. The poor person who was trying to do my glasses the other day, she kept throwing stuff at me, saying, "Oh, there's this and this will be that much, and there's this and it'll be that much, and there's this and it'll be that much." And it was like, I can't deal with this. I need you to write it down, or I need you to write it down. I'm sure she thought I was totally dumb.
Yeah. We all have learning modalities. That was a big movement in maybe 1985 or 1986, when this guy back at Harvard put out this big essay on modes of learning and learning modalities, and called attention to something that every good teacher, every teacher who'd ever paid attention already knew. You tell people something and you give them something to write, and you show them a picture at the same time. You know, you use so they have so it's audio, it's visual, and it's tactile. And yes, everybody has one particular modality which is the strongest for the most part, mostly. And if you observe the students, which ordinarily in the classroom you don't have time to do all of that kind of an analysis, maybe, but you can with some people. You see them, well, they're not learning this way, so you know, like little kids who are learning, you give them letters to trace with sandpaper, because some kids learn that way, and so on and so forth, just like you're saying. Yeah. And that's why teaching is an art.
Yeah.
Very, very different.
Yeah,
It's not just a job.
right.
Very different.
Yep. Teachers should be the third, maybe the fourth highest paid profession in our country, in any country. I remember when I was young, I was really good friends with a family that had come over from Greece, and they were recent immigrants, actually, fairly recent, not that, but anyway. And when I don't even know how it came up, they knew my father was principal of a school, and we were all in middle school and high school. And they once said, you know, and we look at teachers over here and they're not respected. In our country, they're the most respected person in the whole village is the teacher.
When dictators take over, the first people they kill are the teachers.
Have you watched that? That reminds me, just as an adjunct, have you watched the movie on Netflix, The Yak in the Classroom?
No.
You got to watch that. It's really
Okay.
fun. The Yak in the Classroom. It's a YAK. It's made by somebody it's about a village in Bhutan. It's really sweet. Yeah.
In Chinese culture, teachers is the second most important.
Yeah.
Parents first and then teachers. Because the parents with their children get to a certain age, they know there's so much they can teach. So they're looking for a teacher. So it's awesome because they know how to develop their children. So they shop.
Well, we spent all this time talking. We're gonna. Huh? I guess we could do a little bit of sword if you want to. Ah.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm Yulia, and you go.
Are we done? You're gonna do swords.
Are you here with your
Do you want the first one?
Oh, no, okay. My
They're right there. They're always there. Ah. We have a little something hooked on here.
right here.
So this another whole aspect of learning to move. Everything is a unit. Okay? When you add the implement in here, and you're trying to coordinate the whole thing there, right there. You see, from here, weight to the rear, and then pouring, 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 pouring. Where's my final point? There. Now my weight, 80% of my weight is in my left leg and 20%, maybe 90, 10, and the sword is right. That's where it might be a strike point. So the leg, the weight, the arm, the shoulder, the waist. So it's like we're doing with the empty hands. I'm just making stuff up as I go along, just practicing the various moves, and even making, even improvising like this isn't in the form. But I'm practicing feeling energy here, just like at the tip of the sword. Ready? Right, so I feel like that. Bonnet, she won't let anybody forget Bonnet Day. I'm sure glad I have my bonnet ready. I'm just checking. A little more bend to the knee, forward knee. When you get out here, you want to have, right? Same thing, wrist, knee, toe. Hi-ya. Ha. Roll back, level, and forward. Rear, back, and up. Catching, slicing. 1, 2, 3. Hold back, press forward and lift. Back and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E. It's this. Okay. Lift or don't lift. Right here. Come down. Here. Circle. And there's a little extra added here. You can do this. And this. And then T step. L step. Left. One. All my weight's in my left leg right now. Chop. That I can step out. Come back. One, 2, down. Back. Down again. Over the shoulder, 180 degrees. Looking left, looking right, looking forward. Okay. Uh-huh. Not like that. Don't do that. Do this.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay, Charlie, and everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everyone. Happy full moon. Bye-bye.
Full moon. Oh, thank you for a reminder.
Hopefully we'll get to see it.
Be nice. Would be nice.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.